In this week's video, I built 3 vital farms. My goal for this world is to build every farm possible, but I can only do it with your help. So if you find yourself enjoying this video, maybe consider going 3 inches below the screen and hitting that red button. Yo, what is going on, guys? It has been so long. It feels so good to be back. Oh my goodness. It feels like it's been forever since we've been in the world. I mean, it's been weeks and weeks, probably a month now. I don't even know. It's been far too long. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day / week / whenever. Still really need to finish the base, but I think today I have a few ideas of what we need to work on. Specifically, I need to start getting some farms. Oh, it started raining. That's unfortunate. Might even be a thunderstorm. But like I was saying, we definitely need to get some iron farms going. Mainly an iron farm. That's pretty much what I want. The next step is going to be getting resources. So I'll go do that now. And actually, after last episode, if you watched, we now have shulker boxes, which is very nice. So now I can just grab an empty shulker box and chuck anything we need in there. Okay, I believe I have everything that I'm gonna need for the most part. If I do need more stuff, I'll just grab it, but that should be good. Now I need to figure out where in the world I'm gonna build this. I want it to be somewhat close to my house. That way it'll usually be active, but I don't want it to be too close that it's in the way and ugly.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I may or may not be an idiot and may have not been looking at the completely wrong tutorial. I have all the wrong materials now, but this is fine. Give me a second. Okay, I think I can now commence with the building. Okay, so fast forward quite a little while. Now I've done some AFKing. I've gotten quite a good amount of iron. Definitely not the most efficient farm out there, but it functions, as you can see. So now with all this iron, I plan on making something very useful that I could use, and that will be a super smelter. But obviously our space does not have, well, space. Okay, so I finished making the floor. Something about it gonna have to do. Now I'm gonna build up the super smelter. I think I'll just make it on this side because I think that makes the most logical sense. So I'm just gonna go grab all the materials that I'm gonna need and figure things out from there. So I'm gonna go place all this down. I feel like maybe I could move it back one more. This just barely fits perfectly. So now I need to grab some power rails, some standard rails, all the works. I don't have any gold! Now we can get crack-a-lackin' with the last bit of this build. The build is pretty simple, so all I do is place down like that, somewhat in the middle here, one right there, grab these standard rails, run them along here, and boom, and now we have rails running all the way across, and I just repeat the exact same thing down here. Great, now all I need to do is figure out how in the world I'm gonna access that chest. Okay, so that's now fully functional. If I chuck an item in here, a few pieces of iron, they'll slowly run down into this minecart, which will distribute into these hoppers, which chucks it into these furnaces. That'll be the fuel intake, so I'll just put it in this hopper. This is the actual what I want to smelt. That'll be sucked in the hopper, and that'll run through the hoppers continuously. And we're done. No, guys, I'm joking. This is hideous. Now it's time to actually make this blend in with the build. Okay, warp through time a little bit, and I finished sprucing things up a little bit. It's still pretty ugly, especially right here for now, but that's just how that is. It'll probably fix once I get the next floor in here. It is theoretically completely functional, and I don't really have something to test it out on. Okay, just for example, I'll take this raw copper and we'll try smelting this. So first in goes the fuel. Okay, this is definitely not gonna work very well. And then in goes what you want smelted. Now this is going to take a little while to filter in because it's normal hoppers and they're slow, so. Okay, now if I just flick this lever, you can see things automatically being put in. It'll instantly get shoved down into here. So I wouldn't call it a super smelter, but it's definitely an actual smelter that works very well. To wrap things up, I need to find a bunch of glass. So I'm gonna go on a wee bit of an adventure. I think I'm just gonna probably fly out this direction and see what I come across.
2 hours later.
I didn't find a desert, but there's lots of sand here, so it'll have to do. Voila, and now for the first time, you're going to be able to properly see the smelter in action. Okay, so we got a full stack and not very long, and that's realistically probably enough already, just in and of itself. So now I'm gonna go build something that I think is useful for the future builds and whatnot. I'm gonna build this kind of close to the iron farm, I suppose, just so that when I'm AFKing, this is also active. I suppose I'll put it here, I guess. And I'll just clear out this area. Okay, boom, now everything is cleared out. And now I'll just start laying out the blueprint of this build. Now, at this point, if you've seen this before, you could probably guess what farm I'm making. I am making a automated wool farm, which will be very helpful. Give me 1 second. And this farm will just allow me to get every color of wool, which is pretty helpful when needing coloring builds and whatnot. I think it'll be mostly helpful when I just need wool in general. I kind of just want to farm for everything, so wool is an easy one. I thought I'd just build right here at the end. Very nice. Okay. Okay, so I think I finished all the technical stuff. Now I simply need to go grab some sheep and drag them in here. Okay, so fast forward 5 bajillion years and I finally managed to get all these in here. It took quite a while. It took me about 30-ish minutes. But now they're finally all in and I need to dye them. I know I want one of every dye, so that's the next step, is trying to get one of every dye, which will be slightly tricky. For now though, I'm just gonna make a bunch of shears and put them in the machines. Bada boom, and now they should be shearing the sheep whenever they eat. Now I need to go get a bunch of dyes.
One eternity later.
Okay, so fast forward quite a while, and I've been getting the room down here organized. I still didn't manage to get every color, so we're missing both greens. So lime and whatever the other green is, the two greens. I don't have those. So I don't have those, and then I can't get cyan because of that. But besides those three colors, oh, and brown. I don't have brown because I need cocoa beans and I haven't found a jungle. But beside those, I have every color of wool being produced. It's slowly but surely. It'll stack up over time. So that'll be very helpful for future constructions. I'm afraid that's gonna have to wrap up today's video. I've spent hours and hours and hours doing this. It's gonna be nice to catch a break, but I still have to edit this all down, so I really do hope you enjoyed this and found it interesting. Until next time, Eli out.